Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in for another gravitational report. So, introducing the energies of this fight with Venus, Mars, authority, universe, and so on. Today is going to be a very interesting day. Today is going to be the interesting day when this fight of within of understanding about feminine and masculine energies led you to one thing: purging. And today is going to be a purging time because the North Node is going to be sextiling Venus as we speak. For what does that mean to you, though? That is it when the masculine energy is within you, they understand what the proper feminine energy should be, and the feminine understand the proper masculine originations within, maintaining this balance within, and so on. And it's still that authority, the sun squaring Uranus in there. But we are very interesting that as the moon going in and passing in through it, we are going to be understanding the intuitions of all this process. And that process is actually to remove, to understand the mysteries of love. When the love is not correct, there is fight. Very interesting. I had to go to a Western Union today, and the guys, they asked me some questions, and I had to do a little lections of how the gravity works. The gravity will work with the both two individuals. They asked me the specific questions: is if the one works with the universe energy, but the other works with the ego-based material energies, they're basically the one goes from down to up, and the other one goes from up to down. So there is no movement. There is a crash in there. There is a situations in there. So that's what I have to explain. So now it's time to recognize the people in the chat. Erica, thank you for coming in. Grande 77, thank you for coming in. Sonia, unseated set. Bobs, thank you for coming in. Talking about Knights of Cups. Talking about cups in here, there was a very good visions kind of like it comes in. When a one cup or one dish is broken, it is the same thing with trust. You're trusting on the cup and the dish that is gonna keep whatever you put it in there. But if they are broke, can you put in something in there? There is nothing. So some of you is going to learn and purging all these energies from within itself. That is going to be also understanding um, for this energies. Okay, Bobs, have a great day at work. Thank you for coming in. But okay, and it's good for it. And take a look with this from within. It is about what is the broken cup. The broken cup is because of the face mask. You finally, some of gonna be purging this energy of not breaking, that is the energies of removing the face mask from within, because that is it, the realizations that Venus is growing through Pisces. So Venus wants to have this ending of beautiful love, the end of all the learnings from within. So now I'm going to put you on the side here for it, and I'm going to bring in front of me. Look at it, the charts there. You guys, if you have so many questions, you can write them down, and after I finish, I can answer it for you. Hopefully, you guys have a great, great day. So 7 o'clock, midheaven is at 28 degrees, 53 minutes, still in Scorpio. Remind us about the shadow, the Scorpio season in there. It is a squaring Saturn and Venus again there. That is a, did you learn, did you perform, did you learn that love? That square, actually, it is triggering together with Mars, the fight between Mars and Venus. That's what the focus is. The moon is not engaged with Mars. She's still within there, but it doesn't have the same aspects as Mars towards Venus. The Venus is moving within the friendships. It's like, yeah, you got to be the friendship situations. The moon takes the divine communications in the morning with Mercury retrograde. I'm sorry, Mercury is not anymore retrograde, but somebody's talking to me about Mercury retrograde all day. I'm like, no, 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 just take it easy with all this. But Mercury was retrograde. He taught you. Now you're performing. So if you look at it, Mercury is in divine energies with the moon, and he's in a very beautiful trine with Uranus. That is the messages from the universe from within. You might have a lot of synchronicity with numbers, energies. I mean, it's going to be like a pouring over you. And this is going to be the intuition is going to be telling you to look at it from this inside of it. So this is going to be the overall energy. The ascendant is together with the sun at Aquarius, focus within the authority. But the authority right now, it is going against its destiny, and it is the universe from within. You are fighting it out. You can't fight the universe and destiny. You learn that. Or if you fight it in the past, the universe and the destiny, now you carrying these lessons from within yourself, from the universe and from the destiny that goes on, or however is in your case. So at 8 o'clock, midheaven goes at 13 degrees of Sag. It's going to be opposing Mars and the moon. This is going to be the intuitions. This is going to be an everything. Be mindful about the expressions about fights. You don't want to fight. You just don't want to fight at all, period. For it, because the midheaven there is there. Hi, Journey. Thank you for coming in. The midheaven there, it's at 13 degrees. It will square Venus, and Venus is square Mars. It could be this early morning intense energies like I need to tell the masculine to do this and so on, and the masculine is like I need to tell the feminine all this and this. Why? So you can put your point of view across? No. How about you understand why you're fighting with the energies from within you before you're fighting with somebody? You don't have to. When you learn that you have to find that the people have a fight from within them and you have to put out the fire from within, now the intuitions will work because the moon is in divine energies with Mercury, but also midheaven, it is in divine energies with Uranus. You are listening into the divine energies. They are pouring within. They are coming in. They express this. That's what probably you're going to see a lot of numbers, especially a mirroring numbers, talking about 75, 57, 23, 32, sorts of those. Okay. So going on at the 9 o'clock, midheaven, it's 27 degrees of Sag. You want to express something, visions, and so on. But what visions, though? If those are the visions that are coming in from your ego, they're going to be blocked. It's going to be like, I don't want this. If those are about lower energies, you don't want lower energies. If those are about things that will prevent you of moving ahead, they will be not. Why? Because you learn by engaging with lower energies, they lower your own energies from within. If somebody doesn't bring growth from within you, then guess what? They're bringing dropping you down, destructions from within. So be careful with those visions. You may also have visions of destructions and so on and so on. The reason is you need to look at it, the proper energies within this. And they're coming from Saturn. Saturn is teaching you what he taught you there from within you. Saturn, it doesn't have aspects unless there is a midheaven or the ascendant. The teacher is not here. Why? Because it is a test time for you. What you do in the test, that's what you're going to get. And when the Saturn moves in and creates this energies inside, you're going to learn it from within you. So pretty soon the moon is going to be trining Saturn, and you're going to learn the intuitions and the values of a friendship from within you. But the most value is the friendship from within yourself. So at 10 o'clock there, the midheaven is in Capricorn. Beautiful, beautiful divine energies with the moon and Mars. the intuition of these friendships, that situations in there. Right now, the moon is trining uh, the sun and Mars. Now they begin to work together towards the authority from within. And the authority takes the growth, the personal growth from within. Something that you have to look inside of it. You need to work in yourself to mature, to fix that growth from within, to outgrow and surpass things. If you were acting before from the lower energies, now you're like, I don't want to even engage with this. I don't even want to stay there. I want to just have my inner peace within me. And there is this beautiful energies that are coming in from midheaven. There is with the North Node in Uranus. You're looking at it in your soul. You are begin to be the pro from within. For those who are a personal working from within yourself, you may be looking at this healing, how it helps you and it help others. I'm so proud of someone that messaged me and says like, Dio, it's time for me to, as a twin flame, I know a lot. It's time for me to go out there and be involved in the community, which is good. Okay. Some of you is going to be making these decisions that happened last night. And that's what this energy is going to be. Maybe trigger something from within yourself because Capricorn, it is the public servant. So at 11 o'clock, midheaven it moves to 24 degrees of Capricorn, very close with Pluto. Pluto is still a sextile in Neptune. There's energies of transformations in there. You're going to look at it. Did you transform? Did you change? Did you evolve? You keep doing the same things over and over again? Because if you do same things over and over again, now there is a crash in life. Now, universe, the destiny, and the North Node from within you, it's crashing in you. And that's what the ascendant is telling you. The ascendant is right now 13 degrees of Taurus. It is between the 8 degrees North Node and the 14 degrees Uranus. They are squaring the sun. Basically, you didn't listen to divine authorities. You did it on your own. Now you have to be forced to change. Something has to come out there. And since the midheaven is there, it's giving you these beautiful visions inside. So at 12 o'clock, as usual, midheaven is with the sun. That is at 9 degrees. The sun is at 11 degrees. There is this squaring with Uranus and the North Node. That is usually the times where the people reevaluating during the day what's going on. But you may be also taking that reevaluating during that time, during a lunchtime at work probably, and so on. You actually have this self-time to see, to change. You also can, during the midday, you actually go there and do this program with yourself. What you need to do, what you need to act, what you need to react, and so on. The ascendant is at 2 degrees of Gemini, and that is going to be squaring Venus in Saturn. It's very close to the 10 degrees of Mars. And be careful between 12 and 1 o'clock because the ascendant is going to passing through Mars, and you maybe ignite this, kind of like pushing this energy. You to be agitated, aggravate, and so on within when this, because that is about the fight with Venus. Okay. So 1 o'clock, the ascendant is at 19 degrees of Gemini. That is the friendships, the informations, be a friend from within, and so on and so on. It is together with the moon. Now there is a double divine energies with Mercury. There is a double trine with the sun. There is a double trines that right now the Saturn is getting involved, and midheaven is in Saturn. Have you learned the spirituality lessons from within you? Have you getting into this? Now you're getting the reminders. Are you a friend with the divine energies within, the divine teachers from within? And all this is going to be coming in and triggers now. If not, to take a new road, to take and rebel from within. to change from within. And this is going to be that moments that the moon is going to begin to triggers, ignites these energies, because that is it, to develop the relationships between you and the teacher from within you, the self-taught. Nobody can teach you the best things except you. Self-realizations and self-training, self-inspirations from within yourself. You're the teacher of you. People can tell you so many things, but is the thing is what are you telling to yourself? The self-talk from within. That's how you're gonna be able to evolve, not to put the lower energies in your mind, but to put the divine energies within your mind. Now you become this divine personality from within. 2 o'clock, midheaven goes to your 10 degrees of Pisces, coming together with the moon, with Venus there. Triggers towards Mars, triggers towards the moon. Yeah, of course. When you're putting divine energies within your mind, you think the ego is going to be like feel pushed away from your mind, and the ego is going to like it. No, it's not. The ego is going to tell you everything inside of you, like and so on. What are you going to do about it? Inner fights again? Nope. It's time to look at it deep, more deep from within. Ascendant is at 3 degrees of Cancer. That is about family, your family situations. That is a trine with Saturn and Venus in there. Have you have the love as a family from within, and everyone around you? Are you treating them as a family? They are within it. This is going to be a big trigger because some of the people, if he haven't growth, is going to trigger Jupiter. And now Jupiter is the growth. He's like, I'm taking you on the leap of growth. Through the good, through the bad, you're going to learn. If you can't learn through the good, you're going to learn through the bad. But you're going to grow from this. So that it's coming because Jupiter, it is in beautiful trines with Pluto, and Jupiter is in a beautiful trines with Mars. Takes that inside of it, building it the courage, building it everything that you need to do for your new world from within yourself. So at 3 o'clock right now, we have already have Venus that is sextiling with the North Node. A lot of you is gonna be like, why did the destiny hit me, hurt me, or so on, or why? And what I need to do to change this from within me. That is going to be coming up the purging that you are going to feel from within yourself. Midheaven is at 26 degrees of Pisces. That is a trining with the ascendant and Lilith at the same time. Also, the midheaven, it is sextiling Pluto, transformations that you are going to learn within yourself. That is going to be this beginning of this purging. The moon right now, it's trining Saturn, learning. Your intuition is learning from within. Mercury is in divine energies with the moon. Divine messages, they are coming together. So during this time, you are going to be finally kind of like kicking into a new level. At 4 p.m., Midheaven is going to be together with Chiron. That is going to be learning from your wounds. You look at it, yourself, the wounds that they healed from within you. And those wounds, okay, they leading to a scars. And those scars from within you, they left the knowledge of what you've been through. You look at it inside of it, it's going to be a beautiful healing time. You're doing a self healing from within. Midheaven and a Chiron, there is a beautiful sextile with Mars. They are evolving within Mars, but they are also working within the authority, fixing the authority from within you, that inner peace that goes on from within. You stop fighting with the universe, you stop fighting between the feminine and masculine energies, because Venus now is looking about its own destiny within the earth, in the material world. So at 5 p.m., midheaven goes in 29 degrees of Aries, squaring Pluto. Some of you doesn't like this transformation, feels like you're forced to these transformations. The ascendant doesn't help either. The ascendant is at 10 degrees of Leo, opposing 11 degrees Sun, their authority. This is the challenge in there. Also, the ascendant at 10 degrees is squaring 14 degrees Uranus and the 8 degrees North Node. And a lot of you is going to feel like I have to fight this destiny. They're not under control. I am the master of my fate. I'm a master of my situations and so on. Yeah. You are. But you need to understand that you're going against to what is written for you. You're going to crash eventually. And if you haven't learned that energies, then that's mean that the crash is coming. So be careful with this, but if you learn that lesson during specifically talking about the Leo seasons, if you want to go back during the last end of July, beginning of August period in there, talking about like the first degrees of Leo, you maybe find out the similar energy of the reports there. You're going to finding that what it was. So right now, because everything still, because right now we have the sun in Aquarius, is still this between the four zodiac signs. Everything that is in Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio triggers all this because the North Node is still in Taurus. So now during those squares, it maybe is going to be remind you about the fights that you went through during the Leo season. If you win those fights from within yourself, there is a beautiful energy. What's that? That is it, the sextile with Mars. That it is also the trine with Jupiter. So right now you see all this divine growth from within. That is it when you finally get in it that when you are king, your responsibility. It is not only for your own self. Oh, I am the king, and look at me who I am. There is about like I am a king and I have to protect my kingdom. I have to protect everyone around me. I have to do everything within me. That's what this fight with the authority is gonna be. Inside for some of you. 6 p.m. midheaven, it's together with Uranus. Some of you is gonna be feel like divine time. Yes, there's going to be some divine energies because midheaven and Uranus, they are entwined with Mercury. Mercury is in divine energies with the moon, and the moon is sextiling the ascendant at 22 degrees of Leo. If you remember it in Leo, at the end of pretty much the last 7 days there in the Leo season, that is when I was gained the wisdom. Now it's reminding you about this wisdom because Neptune, if you pay attention, Neptune was a giving divine energies, so it's Pluto during this time towards specifically those degrees of Leo. And now, if you see it from within yourself, that divine energies they're coming to remind you, because the ascendant at 22 degrees is divine energies with Neptune. Neptune is sextile with Pluto, and also looking within yourself, there is this wings. There is this angel wings that is created because you're finally getting the divine messages and you're flying out. That is it. When the people you're carrying your whole kingdom, it is giving you this thank you, King. Energies back to you. Okay. So at 7 o'clock, there is this purging time. It's pushing it to it. The ascendant goes into Virgo and it's trigger Mars, squaring Mars. It is opposing Saturn and Venus. The wrong learnings, the wrong ideas about what feminine is, the wrong distorted feminine energies. They have more masculine, acting more as masculine, and they have a built their feminine. Now they're purging the wrong masculine energies and they're learning the feminine energy inside of them by the mysteries from within Pisces. That's what's going to be this beautiful purging, healing inside of it. Some of you is going to be learning from this healing. That healing comes in because you need to grow. That is it. The divine energies, they are coming with Jupiter in Aries. It is like if you want to grow and take in this new life, you have to grow, not carrying the old things. Be mindful with these energies, because if you operating in the lower energy sort this time, or the lower energy sort triggers you, that is not going to lead to anything. You're actually going to feel agitated, aggravated, in pain, and so on and so on, because he hasn't healed from within. If you have to cry, cry that out. If you have to dig from within, dig from within. If you have to be purging the aggravations, but look at it. What is inside? Why do you have the fight between Mars and Venus from within you? That is it. You to understand that there should be no fight. Because if you understand both properly, Mars and Venus, you should be acting accordingly from within. And that is it, the divine order that comes in, because midheaven is in 29 degrees of Taurus. That is a beautiful, beautiful trine with Pluto. That transformations and beautiful sextile of Neptune. The visions are coming towards you. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant is at 15 degrees of Virgo. It is opposing Venus still, and it is opposing, of course, Neptune. In there is a squares with the moon, the midheaven, intense energies, because it's like, no, the others have to heal. There is nothing wrong within me, but you are angry. Why you are angry? Why are you agitated? Did you listen your intuition with the authority? Did you listen to the midheaven, what it tells you within the authority, that you have the authority of how you feel? What are your perceptions? What your understandings are? What is your emotions in there? Are you friends with yourself and you're friends with others? Because if you're not, then you're in a fight. You're not, you're the enemy from within. And you have to purge what? The enemy from within. So that's what the ascendant at Virgo is going to tell you. And the midheaven at Gemini is like friendshipness. You have not learned friendshipness, you better learn it. That's what Mars is there, to develop the courage from within you. You to be your best bud, you to be your best friend, and then the best friendliness you're giving to others. Because if you did that, if you actually overcome all this, you're going to be engaging of the other positive energies. Those positive energies, they are the 15 degrees of the ascendant, with the 14 degrees 59 minutes Uranus, and at 17 degrees Mercury. They're all in Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Earth. You're building the peace on Earth. That's what you need to follow. That's what you need to look inside. And as the healing is in order, it's order. But if you haven't healed, you're going to be showing the road to heal inside. Purging. Lots of good purging. So at 9 o'clock, midheaven goes at 27 degrees of 27 degrees 27 minutes. Wow, another number here. It goes into Gemini. That is a divine energies with Pluto. Ascendant is at 27 degrees 48 minutes in Virgo. That is a beautiful trine with Pluto. That's the transformations parts within you. By purging, you allowing this lower vibrational energies to comes out of you. They are going to be transformed by the way you developing yourself. And now you're allowing the divine energies to walk in inside of you and set up a new standards from within yourself. Okay? Midheaven is divine energies with Pluto. Ascendant is in divine energies with Saturn. And now Saturn is in trines with midheaven and the moon. Now your intuition is teaching you. The question is are you listening? Because if you're not, the ascendant is a square with the moon. That is it. Like, I'm not listening to my intuition. I listen at my ego from within me, and so on. The moon is really squaring Neptune, gives you the wrong visions, and you're going down to the drain. You're going down into the lower energies, And what you're thinking, that's what you develop as energy. That energy becomes your emotions. Your emotions turns into a gravity. And here we go. You going down. While you should be looking at down those energies, and you should go up, evolve and develop from within. But some of you is going to be stopping this development from within itself, because ascendant at 27 degrees, it is opposing Neptune, but also is opposing Jupiter and Aries. And Jupiter and Aries says you have to grow on your own. It is your own job to grow, not somebody else to carry you all the time for you. And that is going to be a huge part. That could be intense energies for some of you who have not done the inner work. 10 o'clock, relationships, the ascendant, it is at 9 degrees, 44 minutes in Libra. Midheaven goes in a Cancer at 11 degrees. Family. Well, the balance, which is Libra, represents balance in the relationships, affects what? Everything. If you look at it in these positions, if you don't have the balance, you have a rough communications, because Mercury is squaring the ascendant. Also, the ascendant, it is opposing Jupiter. There is no growth out of this if there is no balance. Midheaven, it's squaring Jupiter, and also it's opposing um, Mercury. This is like the sand clock into the astrology made it from. And if you look at it, it is like this is the circle of hell that you are going into this all the time, all the time. You know, the repeating situations is the same sand that goes from down to up and from up till down. Are you gonna be get off out of this clock inside of you? Are gonna break those patterns from inside of you? Midheaven told you, oh yes, he can. All you have to do is take in the authority. Midheaven at 11 degrees, it is a 150 degrees with the 11 degrees sun in Aquarius. You take in the divine authority within yourself to rebel against all this crap. Now the sun is in beautiful trine with the 9 degrees ascendant. The ascendant, it is in divine energies with what? With the North Node. You make the balance with the fate, the destiny of life. What happens within you in there? Also, the ascendant is beautiful trine with Mars, and Mars is in beautiful trine with the Sun. You see all these energies, how the masculine energies right now, they help you to understand all this from it. And during this time, in the midheaven, because it's all about family, midheaven is beautiful trine with Venus. Now, Venus understands that she has to be in the family the best friend, the best sister, the best daughter, the best mother, the best spouse, the best lover in the family, the best grandma, and so on and so on. You do that inner work, you know what happens inside of you. It's an inner peace that it's followed with the wisdom that it's getting. All right. So at 11 o'clock, midheaven, it goes in 25 degrees of Cancer. Ascendant is at 21 degrees. If you're not done the things, guess what? No balance, no family. You have issues about doing the work. You don't want to talk about this inner work. You don't want to talk about these problems. You don't want to even transform. And then you are wondering why the energies are so intensive inside of you and everything is like nothing works. Why? Because there's no balance inside of it. Fights. You have a fight in your imbalance from within yourself. There is a balance every place you go to. It could be a family, it could be a work, and so on. That's what the balance it is about to be maintained. If you maintain a balance, though, if you got into this, you decide not to have any fights in there, guess what? There is a beautiful trine with the moon. There is a beautiful trines with Saturn, and the ascendant is a trine with Saturn. You learn it. Your intuitions and the teacher comes in to point you out the road in life, the visions about this. There is a divine energies with Neptune, and Neptune is trining midheaven, and it's trining Pluto. So instead of opposing the transformations processes that goes on inside of it through the visions and the divine energies of the ascendant, you heading out towards the transformations from within. If you're already transformed, you actually feeling pretty darn well from what you knew. All right, guys. So that's what it was, the astrogravitational report. The energies are getting a little better, improvement. But the purging is not possible if you don't know what to purge. And that's why Venus didn't have an aspect for a while. Now she has the fights with Mars. That is it about to understand what has to be purged out from within from you. Now I can take some few questions. Hopefully this report helps you in your daily activities, in your daily life, and so on from within. If you need some astrogravitational report, I'm available. It is available to you. You can find me on a Facebook and a private message me. You need that, or actually make a comment below into the video. All right, guys. If you don't have questions, let's share the love and the light, and I will see you later on into the main channel. We are gonna be talking about the phenomena called walk-ins and so on. Had a discussions with Nick with Alchemy 333 about this, and study some of the situations in there, and so on. Yes, Erica, I thought purging comes as energy. Yes, the purging comes in as energy because the energy that comes in inside, it's like there is a new energy but cannot enter because the old is there. Now we have fight between the new energies and the old energies within you. So you have to purge the old energy, the old learning, the old philosophy, the old way you did things, the old ethics, morals, and so on. That's has to be purged out in order the new one to comes in. That's how you have to remove of what your ego learned, purge that out, so the soul that comes in and refill it, take its place. That's what it needs, that process of transformations. And it's very beautiful because Erica, you're the one of the people who knows how to do it in there inside. So yeah. All right. Any more questions, guys? I think that the energies are coming. You're gonna feel it that from within you, there's gonna be some of those energies of roads that you take during this purging. You're probably gonna purge toxic energies, toxic people, toxic situations from within. During this purge, that's what the Venus is at Pisces. That is it, purging of the love, the wrong love, understanding because Venus and Pisces, it wants to achieve the beautiful mystery of love within herself. And a lot of the people is going to learn about this at the end of this cycle of Venus that is transiting into Pisces. So, but you don't have to think what to purge. No, you don't have to really think. It comes to you. The energy is pointing out what you need to purge. Okay, they show you there is going to be a visions, numbers, synchronicities, and so on. If you feel clean from within yourself about situations, if you feel clean about things from within yourself, that energies is not going to bother you. Specifically, if the other person has a fight within, you don't. You're going to be okay. But if there is a conflict, there is a situations, if there is things that are coming and so forth in there, you're gonna feel what you needs to be. Yes, that's what I said, Erica. That the people who had done it for it, they're not gonna do it. We talk about this in the astro-gravitational reports. Begin to do it all the seasons. We talk about the specific season. We talk about the specific reasons. We talk about the daily chant, how transform. We actually achieved all this. We get into this and giving it to the people. And the people like you, they did the inner work. Do they have to do it now? No. But the people who have not done it, it tells them now, you see your results, you see your situations. Did you crash? Did you burn? Is anything going on right now? No. And you're gonna be mad at the universe and the destiny that you didn't did your work. Why are you gonna be mad at it? You don't did the inner work. That's the inner work that it needs to be done. You see, that's what this energy of Venus in Pisces does. Because Pisces is the end. At the end of the day, what did you accomplish? The end of the year, what accomplish? The end of a lesson, what do you accomplish? Or you have to relearn the lesson if you're not to learn. Because when a Venus entering Aries, this is going to be the rebirth of love. But are you going to go and give a rebirth to the proper love from within you with the proper management of both energies and understanding the energies? Or are you going to repeat in the cycle? That's what this push right now is created. Everything is for divine purposes. They know what to do. That's what goes on. Boost ones, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome. So, thank you so much, guys. And we're going to be coming back tomorrow. And tomorrow's going to be some interesting things going on because the moon, okay, it's going back home. She's going back in Cancer, the family. And we are going to have and see what's going on in there. That is about tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you for watching the report. Thank you for your sharing, likes, subscribes, and situations. If you feel like sharing it, that is the universe telling you that you need to share this. All right, guys. Share it in your own will. All right, guys. Love you. I will see you tomorrow and be loved. Some of you are going to see you in a few hours. Let's share the love here.